Hey everybody, in this video we're going to take a quick look and refresher how to set up relationships in your database tables. If you don't have this relationships tab set up properly, then when you go to do your queries later on that involve tables with relationships, it's not going to work. So first of all, how do you even get here? You get here by checking out the tab called Database Tools, and you go to Relationships. If it opens up and you see something like this with your tables and they're linked by the proper fields, like a book ID is linked to the book ID in the books table, and the member ID is linked to the member ID in the member table, or whatever your relationship happens to be, then that's perfect. But what happens if you have this situation, or you have this situation? Just no tables there whatsoever. So here's just a quick way to do it. When you're on that tab, right, you just click Show Tables. You can double click, click, double click, double click, and it adds the tables in there. Now, if you get the lines, that's good. The program's automatically figured it out. But let's say you don't have the lines, all you have to do is a quick drag and let go. So for instance, in the checkouts table, I want to start here and say, okay, the member ID, click, drag and let go on top of the member ID field over here, right? Yeah, and then hit create. Remember what the idea is. If a member ID here was 55, then in the members table, that's going to be some member's member ID, which is 55. So that's the link. And then same thing with the book ID. Click on the book ID, drag, let go on top of the appropriate field that links up. We should note here that you don't have to have the fields name the same thing. This one could have been called book ID. This one could have been called book number. Okay, as long as the link works or, is the right association, it's going to be fine. One thing to note here is that these values that you link up have to be the same type. So for instance here, in the books table in design view, you'll see that the book ID is a number. In the checkout table, the book ID is a number. If those two don't match, you're going to get an error when you try to do the relationships. It's going to say type mismatch. And when that happens, you actually have to take this and you have to delete everything in here. And I'll just do a quick save here. But you literally have to delete everything. I'm just hitting the delete key after I select. Resave. You have to close everything. And then you have to open up your tables and you have to change the data type so that it matches, or your relationships won't work. It can't match a number to text or a number to a date. It has to be number to number or text to text or date to date. But anyways, that's basically it for relationships, right? When you got them set up, you remember you close the tabs, save your database, and all's good.